Virgo, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This reading is for Virgo that has a sun, moon, rising, Venus, or North Node in Virgo. Virgo, I already have one card that has been pre-pulled for you. You have the Ten of Swords in reverse. With the Ten of Swords in reverse, Virgo, popping up in your current energy, that's telling me that you are healing from something. Whatever happened in this situation, the worst has already ended. You're moving past it. That's what I'm led to say. I'm also hearing that some of you have looked back on how you handled the situation when it ended. And you feel like you shouldn't even give it any energy. You should have just walked away. Some of you feel like you should have just ghosted this person. I'm hearing some of you confronted someone and you feel like now that you think about it, you shouldn't even have confronted this person. You should have just looked at their actions, blocked them, and not even replied. I'm also hearing that some of you feel like you should have been vindictive. Some of you feel like you should have left the person on red and then blocked them so that they can see you ignore them and be just upset and hurt and aggravated as you were. That's interesting. That's for somebody. Something that I channeled. Okay. So the energy is some of you are upset that you gave anybody the opportunity to feel like they disrupted your energy. What else? I just heard unbothered. So some of you rather have present as unbothered to this person. Okay. With the Three of Pentacles sideways, this is telling me that somebody asked you to collaborate with them on something. And you're not sure you want to do it. So I'm led to say someone else is actively trying to pursue you. You don't know if you even want to be bothered with this person. I'm led to say you're not interested in this person, but you do feel like you need to get outside and pass by time. That's what I'm led to say. I'm also led to say that one of the reasons why you don't want to be bothered with this person is not so much that you don't want to be bothered with them, is that they're not your type. You know they may eventually want more. But at the same time, you don't want to just be cooped up in a house dwelling on healing or getting over the situation. You want to be outside, but there's really no prospects for you right now. And the one prospect that has presented themselves to you is not your type. Okay, so I'm led to say that the reason why you don't want to go out with them is because you don't want to lead them on. What else? So what has fallen out in my lap for you is Two of Cups in reverse. So with the Two of Cups in reverse, for me, that's confirmation on exactly what I just said. Especially with this Two of Cups in reverse coming out right after I explained that you don't want to collaborate with this person because they're not your type. And the Two of Cups popped up in your position as obstacles. So that's telling me that that's the reason why you don't want to interact with them, because you know they're going to want more, and that's going to present as an obstacle for you because you don't want to hurt this person's feelings. So for some of you, this is somebody that you was friends with, that you friend zoned, and they're now trying to shoot their shot. That's what I'm led to say. So you're trying to delay rushing into something because you recognize that you're healing, but with the Two of Cups popping up in reverse in your position of obstacles, I'm also led to tell you that you haven't told this person this. So this person just thinks that you being indecisive. You haven't told this person that you feel this way yet. That's what I'm led to say. And this person thinks that you're indecisive because that's the way you're acting towards them. But it's not so much that you're indecisive. You just don't want to hurt this person's feelings because you also feel like, for those of you that this is somebody that you friend zone, you feel like that by rejecting this person, there's a possibility that you can lose them as a friend. So I'm led to say that I could be reading for a Virgo that whoever this friend is, they go out of their way for you as if they're your spouse. So they could be giving you money. They can be buying you things, buying you gifts. You confide in them about a lot of your other past relationships and past connections. So you feel like if you tell this person how you really feel, you could potentially lose them. Because I'm also led to say that during the time that you was communicating with this person and had them in friend zone, majority of the time, you actually were in a connection. So this person just thought you were just not willing to abandon a connection you were already in for them, and because it wasn't right. So you feel like this person held you to a high regard because they were under the impression that you were doing the right thing and giving these connections a shot. So I could be reading for a Virgo that majority of the time you and this person were always in a connection, and now you're not in a connection, and this person also isn't in a connection, and this person is trying to shoot their shot, and you're worried that if you tell them, listen, you just not my type and I don't want to be with you, not only will you hurt this person, but you could lose this person. That's what I'm led to say. What else? Yeah, that's confirmation to what I was saying. With the Hierophant coming out, and especially with it coming out in the position of your strengths and resources, this is you standing on your integrity, and this is you standing on being committed to the connection that you had with that person. That's what I'm led to say. You trying to do the right thing and you trying to stand on integrity. That's what I'm led to say. For some of you, I'm also hearing that this person is in a connection with somebody and you're single and they're willing to leave the person that they're with for you. And you're like, no, stay in your commitment. What else? Yep, the Queen of Cups. Yeah, this is the outcome. This is you leading with your emotions. Because earlier the energy that I was picking up on was you leading with, I want to say vengeance. That's the word that I'm hearing. I'm hearing vengeance. Because you were in the energy of, I wish I hadn't shown this person how I felt. I don't want nobody to see me sweat. I don't want nobody to know that I was vulnerable. But eventually you do come out of that energy. And you start making decisions based off of how you feel about somebody emotionally. So with this Queen of Cups, you are going to be having a conversation with this person, and you're going to be leading with compassion, is what I'm hearing. That's what I have for you today, Virgo. Namaste. Be well.